Can you guess what is common between carving chisel, iron, box, and a piece of paper? In this video I want to talk a little bit about carving. Carving doesn't have to be very complicated, and if you think that you need CNC machine to actually do some carving, you're probably mistaken. Even a simple carving can really improve the project and make it like very unique looking. So for example, this box is already quite pretty by itself, but with a little bit of carving it can be even better, and you can do it reasonably quickly with just a few gouges. So you either draw something with a pencil, or you can just do the printout of the Google images to the appropriate size and transfer. There are different ways to transfer, and I want to demonstrate a few of them. So first of all, you can literally glue the image on the wood, for example using a glue stick, and wait until glue dries, and then you're ready for carving. The only drawback that you will need to remove this piece of paper after you're done carving. But again, not a big deal, and in some cases all the paper will disappear as a process of carving. So the second approach is using laser printer. So I printed with like very heavy settings, and you can use this as a transfer. And I'm using glue just to keep it from moving on me when I'm using the iron. And I'll try to transfer. So basically the heat from the iron is supposed to melt the toner a little bit and transfer from paper to the wood. It's not perfectly working all the time, but hopefully it will work. I think it only works on very flat surfaces, and luckily I use a hand plane to flatten the surface. In review. Perfect. Ta-da. Yay! Now I have turkey on this side, turkey on this side, and turkey on this side. And I have one more side left. And on that one I will again use the glue stick. The simpler image is, the easier to carve. The more complicated image is, the more harder to carve. And just... Okay, now time for carving. I will try to use as much as I can using the V-gouge. One of the basic techniques is to use a V-gouge to carve lines following the template. This is really easy and can be done either freehand or using a carving mallet. To complicate things, you can use a parting gouge to cover around details and any other gouges that you can find to carve relief areas. If you pick a right template that is not very complicated, you can improve looks of any woodworking projects in about 5 minutes. Just secure the wood you carve in a vise or hold securely with your wrists, and with a steady and controlled movements carve along the lines with a V-gouge. For this side I decided to keep things very simple, and I didn't touch my parting gouge, but I still took my shallow gouge to make a relief at the bottom of the turkey plate for the improved look, with the finishing touches again with the V tool. Done. Well, so this one will be really complicated. If you're brave enough to pick up a more complicated template like I did for this side, you still can do various simplifications based on your skill. For example, while it may look much better with a real 3D relief carving and exactly following the template lines, you can do very rough approximation. Note that you can use just a skew for all operations, and I found that it's way easier to do a detailed cuts, at least personally for me. But working with V-gouge is actually much simpler and more fun, so I finished other details with it. Maybe not as precise results, but still very cute result. Even if you have the same image as I had on the final side of the box, you don't have to carve in the same way. For example, if you're already tired and want to finish quick, you can just do everything with the V tool to just highlight the lines. This type of carving you can really do under 5 minutes, and it's still quite pretty. I definitely should stop, otherwise I will destroy everything. So I have turkey, and that's became a turkey. So just want to highlight that the carving is not that complicated. It's mostly about the patience and tools, of course. Try to get a set of the gouges. You can get antique ones, you can get new ones, get a strap, and start carving. You can really convert a simple box to something very interesting. I have like on 4 sides there's actual birds and cooked bird. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and maybe follow me if you don't follow me. Bye.